Right, hello and welcome back to another video. Today back with another match preview. This time it's Swansea City versus Coventry City this Saturday, 3 PM kickoff at the Swansea.com stadium. So unfortunately Luke can't be with me in this video. He's gone up to Birmingham for 2 days with his dad. So yeah, he can't be with me at this moment, but I might be able to get a clip of him, giving his thoughts ahead of the game. Obviously, if I can, I'll put that at some point during the video. But yeah, let's get straight into it then. It's always a tough game against Coventry, isn't it? Last season, I believe he drew 3-3 at their place and 0-0 at our place. So neither team really getting the better of the other. Obviously, they've got a lot of ex-Swans players. Joel Attabodier, Jake Bidwell, Casey Palmer. So yeah, they've got quite a few ex-Swans players. But yeah, it's going to be a tough game, and I'd be interested to see how those three players do on their return to the Swansea.com stadium. But yeah, as I said, Coventry's a tough game. I'm hoping we can get our first 3 points of the season. Against West Brom, we weren't great. I know we livened at the last 20 minutes, but it's not exactly ideal, is it? To go 3-0 down, and on the whole, we probably deserved the loss. But yeah, as I said, it'd be massive if we can get our first 3 points, and at home as well would be, a massive boost in front of our fans. So hopefully we can do that on Saturday. Injury news then, so for the Swans, we've only got one player out in Stephen Bender. And then for Coventry, they've got 3 players out. Number 1 is Jamie Allen with a leg injury. Secondly is Tavares with an Achilles injury. And thirdly is Callum O'Hare with an ACL injury. So then going on to the key players, and if there's any Coventry fans watching this, I think these are the Swans players you need to look out for. Number 1, I'm going to go with Joel Perreault. Obviously, he's been terrific the last few seasons. He's a top scorer in the last 2 seasons. Secondly, I'm going to go with Jerry Yates. Just like Perreault, obviously he hasn't been with us long, but I think he'll, be similar to Perreault in terms of the scoring. And I think, this season, them two together will be, a frightening force up front. And then thirdly, with Matt Grimes, our skipper, he's so underrated and influential and important to this team. He never misses a game, so consistent, never gets injured as well. Just what you want from a captain. And then for Coventry, the key players I'm going to go with. First, I'm going to go with Ellis Sims. Obviously, he was spotted in Swansea. Obviously, we were linked with him, but he did opt to sign for Coventry instead. He's got some Premier League minutes, although he didn't do too well in the Premier League for Everton. He's, still got that under his belt, got that experience. Number 2, I'm going to go Joel Attabodier, obviously our former player. Not many people really rated him, but I don't think he deserved any of the criticism he got. I thought he was always solid, always put in 100%. And that's what you can ask for, really. But thirdly, I'm going to go with Ben Sheaf. Every time I've seen him play, he's played well as well, to be honest with you. And then in terms of the lineup, I'm going to go with then. So in goals, I'm going to go with Carl Rushworth. He's been excellent since he's come in. I know he's conceded 4 goals in 2 games in the league, but again, that's not really his fault, is it? And I thought he's been excellent. 5 at the back, I'm going to go with something different. Right wing back, I'm going to go with Josh Key. Left wing back, I'm going to go with our new left wing back we just signed a few days ago, Nathan Cheon. I think that's how you pronounce it. And then 3 centre halves. I'm going to go with something different here. I'm going to go with Nathan Wood, Harry Darling, and Harrison Ashby. I want to see Ashby at centre half. Cabago didn't look great against West Brom. Ashby didn't look fit, but maybe that was because he was playing out wide, expected to run a lot. But yeah, maybe moving to centre half, you might see a different version of him. So yeah, I want to change that a little bit. 2 in midfield, defensive midfielders, I'm going to go with Matt Grimes alongside Jay Fulton. And then in the centre attacking midfield spot, I'm going to go Charlie Patino. I thought he was excellent when he came on, completely changed the game. I think had we maybe brought him on a little bit sooner, we probably would have been able to get a point at least out of that game. And then 2 up front, I'm going to go with Joel Perreault and Jerry Yates. I think they're both capable of scoring plenty of goals this season in the Championship, so I'd love to see, those 2 continue. But yeah, finally going on to the score prediction then. As I said, it's always tough against Coventry, but I want to see us get a win. I think Coventry are, one of the favourites to get promoted this season. I don't think they'll go up automatically, but I think they definitely, in with a shot of getting the playoffs again. Obviously, they've lost a few of their players like Gyökeres and Gustavo Harmer, but yeah, I think they'll be right up there again this season, so this is going to be a tough game. But prediction-wise, I'm going to be confident. I'm going to say Swansea City 2, Coventry City 1. I'm going to go with Charlie Patino and Joel Perreault to score for the Swans, and to score for Coventry, I'm going to go Joel Attabodier. It would just be typical, wouldn't it? all our former players always tend to score against us, so if he was to bag one, would not be surprised in the slightest. I know he only scored a few for us, but that would just be typical if he scored against us.
Yeah, hey guys, hope you're all doing good. I'm sure Jake's already mentioned, but basically, we can't do obviously the preview together today just because, well, I'm in Birmingham. I've come to visit my nan, and just to spend time with her and my father. I'm staying here for 2 days, then I'm coming back on the Saturday morning. So I will still be going to the game, but obviously this video is gonna be a little bit different. But we're still gonna do the preview anyway. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. It's gonna be a difficult game. Coventry, very good side. They beat Middlesbrough 3-0 in their last game. A very, very good result for them. They lost to Leicester in their first game. But to have Leicester away as your first game is always going to be difficult for any team that goes there, really. And yeah, for us, it hasn't been great so far. A 1-0 draw against Birmingham and a 3-2 loss against West Brom last Saturday. So, I'm not too confident about this game, if I'm being perfectly honest. I think Coventry are definitely the favourites going into this game. I know we are playing at home, back at home in front of our home fans, but, I just fancy Coventry to, probably beat us in this game, to be honest. Especially after that West Brom result. It's like in the Birmingham game and in the West Brom game, we failed to have a shot on target in the first half, which is just not good enough. In both those games, we haven't had a shot on target in each of them in the first half, which is just absolutely shocking. We need to start creating more chances, and we have to try and shoot a lot more as well. We have good firepower up front, so I don't know why we just haven't. We're not having enough, more chances that we should have. And West Brom, they were just miles the better side in the end. I thought Charlie Patino made a massive impact when he came on the bench, and I definitely think he should start. But yeah, obviously going on to key players. Key players for us, I think I'd have to go for, I think Joel Pro is an obvious one. I know he hasn't had, an amazing start to the season, but it has only been a few games. So, you can't really judge him, really. Next one, I'll have to go for Charlie Patino. He came on in the West Brom game for the last, 20-odd minutes or so. Got 2 assists in that time for both the goals. And yeah, he definitely has to start in this game, no doubt about it. And I'd also go for, I'd actually go for Josh Key as well. I think he's been playing very well in, that left wing back role. I think he's been absolutely immense. I know we have signed obviously our new player, that that Dutch guy, to try and I'm terrible at pronouncing names. That's why I'm not saying his name. But I think Josh Key, I think he's been amazing for us. I really, really do. I think he's been a really, really good player so far from what I've seen. So those are my 3 key players for Swans. I think for Coventry, I know they have obviously lost some of their key players, obviously in Victor Gyökeres, and obviously recently Gustavo Hamer. Massive loss, because Hamer is a quality player, and I am looking forward to seeing him in the Premier League actually. But I think for Coventry, I'd go for a player called, is it Goodon or Goodon, however you pronounce his name. But I know in recent times the Coventry has been playing very, very well, getting in, among the action, and I think he's a very, very good player. So I go for him as their key player. And yeah, going on to the lineup, in goal, I'd stick with Carl Rushworth. I think he's been really, really good. And the penalty wasn't really his fault against West Brom. He just, getting on goal, which is quite unfortunate, but it is what it is. But so far, I have liked him. I think his distribution's very good, so I'll put him in goal. Right wing back, I'm going to put Josh Key in there. Harrison Ashby, I don't think he's that great, so far anyway. I thought against West Brom, an absolute shocker. I thought he's one of the worst players on the pitch, in all honesty. I think left wing back, I'll go for that new guy. Is it Nathan? I don't know how to pronounce his name, Joe or something. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but I want to try the new Dutch guy at left wing back to see what he's all about. 3 at the back, I'll go for Nathan Wood, Harry Darling, Ben Cabango. And then in midfield, I'll go for, who do I go for midfield? I'll go for Matt Grimes, Charlie Patino, and then Matt Grimes, Charlie Patino, and then up front, in Cam, I'll go for, Do I put Ollie Cooper in? No, you know what? I'm going to put Josh Ginnelly in that Cam spot. So, you know, I think as a Cam, I reckon he could play there. And then, yeah, I'll stick with Jerry Yates and Joel Pro up front. But yeah, going on to my score prediction. It's tough, isn't it? I think... Now, I'll go for a 2-1 Coventry win, just because after that West Brom result, you know, I'm just not too confident, to be honest with you. But I reckon... I think Joel Pro will score for us, no doubt about it. And for Coventry, I feel, yeah, I'll go for Gooden to get both the goals. But yeah, you know, these are obviously my thoughts going into the game. And yeah, you know, obviously Jake's giving you his thoughts ahead of the game. So, you know, I hope you all have a good one out.
But yeah, obviously a massive thanks for watching this. We will be back tomorrow with another match day vlog. But yeah, once again, a massive thanks for watching this and stay tuned for tomorrow.